Hey, what's up, family, and welcome to the 2025 year in review. Listen, I don't know about you, but it seems like this year has flown by. In just a moment, me and PK, we're going to get into it. But first of all, I just want to take some time out on the front end and say welcome. Hope you had a Merry Christmas, got to spend time with family and friends and just enjoy celebrating the reason for the season. Listen, I'm still thinking about Christmas at the Becoming. What an amazing Sunday it was celebrating Jesus. And listen, while y'all get in here, I need y'all to go crazy in the chat on this. We had 17 people make spiritual decisions for Jesus. Come on, somebody. Listen, that is what it's all about. It's why we do what we do. Listen, so grateful, so thankful for our dream team that absolutely crushed it, our staff. Man, I'm really excited for all the things that God is doing here at TBC. And listen, if you are new with us, maybe you joined us at Christmas at the Becoming and you're like, man, let me check this church out, see what they're talking about. We thank you and appreciate you for taking time out on your weekend, for hanging with us online here for the year in review. And listen, we're excited for 2026. And I want to encourage you, come join us in person on a Sunday, January 4th. We're actually kicking off a new collection of sermons called Faith for the Future. Or you can catch us on New Year's Eve for Pursuit Night, New Year's Eve edition. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great time, a night of worship, expectation, impartation. Man, we're just believing that God's going to do what only He can do. Listen, we're going to close this year out worshiping together and get ready to step into 2026. Listen, we're going to go. This is the year, I believe, for many of you, that we're going to go from expectation to execution. And listen, Pursuit Night, New Year's Eve edition is going to jumpstart that into action. Listen, there's limited childcare available. Just simply text Pursuit Night to not to New Year's Eve, Pursuit Night to 94,000. And speaking of that 94,000, if you are new here, text TBC Connect to 94,000 because we would love the chance to be able to connect with you and just say thank you for hanging with us today. And listen, we're not going to spam you. We just want to serve you. And if I didn't introduce myself, by the way, I'm Michael, and alongside my wife, Katie, we get the privilege and honor of pastoring this church. And we're just thrilled that we get to introduce you to it virtually today and hope to do that in person with you soon. But listen, I'm excited. Listen, I hope, again, Christmas was amazing for you. I hope you got everything that you wanted and no kids cried any tears on Christmas morning. But listen, before we get into the review, I want to share something with you that I think will be vital to your 2026. And it comes from scripture, Proverbs chapter 24, verse 27. And this is what it says. It says, put your outdoor work in order and get your fields ready. After that, build your house. I'll read it again. Put your outdoor work in order and get your fields ready. After that, build your house. Family, I love that verse because what it's showing us is order. What it's showing us is progression. And I think a lot of us, we have goals, we have things that we want to accomplish in 2026. But I feel like what the Lord is saying through this verse is, listen, there is a order, that there are steps. I know you see what it looks like on the other side, but here are the things that we need to take care of today. So here's a question I'll ask you. Do your habits match your goal? Because a lot of us have goals that we want to achieve and things that we want to accomplish, but do we have the habits to get us there? Now, it's not just habits. Do we have the right habits? Because a lot of us have habits, but they are not habits that are productive in order to get us to where we need to be. So before we cross over into 2026, this is an opportunity for us to examine, do my habits match my goal, right? Listen, a lot of us, we get hung up on potential, but potential means nothing if it is not fulfilled. And what helps us fulfill that potential are healthy habits. And so listen, while you have this big dream for 2026, get things in order. Luke 2:52 is one of my favorite verses. It points to a direction, a path. It gives us clarity to how we can get ourselves in order and prepare for what God has for us. It talks about how Jesus grew in wisdom, stature, and favor with God and man. He grew in wisdom. He grew physically. He grew relationally. He grew intellectually. He grew in all these different ways. And so, family, how are you growing in a variety of areas as you step into 2026? Because as you grow in these areas, what you're doing, you are developing the right habits, developing the right routine, developing the right process, that at the end of 2026, you will be able to look back and say, you know what? I accomplished what God's will was for my life. Now, do not get frustrated if you didn't accomplish something that you wanted to accomplish, because could it be that it's not God's goal? So that's why we are kicking off in January 11th through 18th, Seek Week, 7 days of prayer and fasting. Why? So that we can get rid of things that we don't need, and so that we can hear from God and say, okay, Lord, at the beginning of the year, what is it that you're saying for my life? This is the year that we go from expectation to execution. That's why, and that's how we can have faith for the future, because we know that we have prepared for today. So the future is not just this outlier out there somewhere, and we're just talking about the future as a way to pass off responsibility today. No. We're preparing. We're getting things in order today so that we can step into all that God has for us in the future. So listen, get ready, get excited, because I believe that the best is still to come. And as we trust God, as you trust God and allow him to order your steps and you follow them, you will truly see that the best is still to come. Well, family, listen, I am ready to get into it. But before we do, y'all know how we do every single Sunday. We got our word of the year, and it is limitless. What does limitless tell us? Limitless tells us that although we live in a world with limitations, we serve a God who is limitless. So whatever limits you face are not simply limits, but they are opportunities for you to see God do what only he can do. And we have seen that in 2025. And listen, I know we're stepping into 2026. Well, listen, God is still limitless. This doesn't end when the calendar ends. This is just simply who he is. And this word of the year, we didn't make up. But it connects to our verse of the year, Ephesians 3:20. And come on, like every Sunday we have done in 2025, we're going to say it together. And it goes like this: now unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that works in us. Come on, give it up for yourselves. You guys sound good. Well, listen, go ahead. Get ready. Text somebody right now. They're not in the chat, and say, tune in, because the year in review starts now. In 2025, God reminded us what it means to live limitless. That word came straight from Ephesians 3:20, which says, now to him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ask or think, according to the power that works within us. Listen, limitless wasn't just a theme. It was a declaration over our church. We even released our very first EP, Limitless, as a soundtrack to what God is doing here. And family, let me tell you, what a year it has been. We've seen record attendance, record salvations, and record baptisms. More people than ever have said yes to Jesus, taking their next steps in faith and discovered what it means to belong to this house. But hear me, we didn't just grow inside the walls. We reached beyond them. Through our 2 mobile food pantries, we fed thousands of families across our city. And because our vision is bigger than just this church, we also partner to help launch new churches across America. What God is doing here is rippling far beyond the Huntsville and Madison area. At just 3 years old, the Becoming Church is proof that when God breathes on something, it grows faster than we can imagine. And through it all, hear me, our vision has never changed. We exist to help others believe in Jesus, belong to community, become who God designed them to be, and build a life of purpose. So here's what that means. Every salvation, every baptism, every act of generosity, every church we've helped launch, it's all about that vision. So as we step into the future, we don't step with fear, but we step with faith. Because if God has done this in just 3 years, imagine what He's about to do next. The best is not behind us. The best is still to come. And in 2026, get ready, hear me, we're declaring it together that this is our year of faith for the future. Yo, what's up, family? Welcome. Listen, we're so glad you're joining us for the 2025 year in review. Wherever you're watching from, maybe you're in your car, just not driving, you're at home, or maybe you're gathered with friends. We're grateful that you're taking a moment to look back with us on all that God has done in 2025.
Yes, welcome. This is one of our favorite moments every year because it gives us a chance to slow down, to reflect, to remember God's goodness, and to celebrate everything He's done through this church family. So settle in, take a breath, and let's look back on an incredible year together.
It's been an incredible year. And by the way, we hope you had a Merry Christmas. Listen, before we jump in, I guess I'm going to say it again.
Yes.
This year has been special. God has been faithful. He's been present. And He's been moving in ways that remind us of this truth, that He is building this church. So listen, family, if you are joining with us for the first time, I do want to say this. Welcome. We can't wait to worship with you in person, but we are glad you're here as we look back on 2025.
And when we look back, what we see more than anything is God's grace at work. We see stories, we see breakthrough, we see life change, and we see a church family that shows up with faith, generosity, and unity. So let's talk about it. But before we celebrate the highlights, I can't help but think about our mission because it centers around everything we do. 4 words: believe, belong, become, build.
That's it.
This year, we watch people believe in Jesus like never before. We watch people belong in finding family and connection. We watch people become who God designed them to be. And together, we continue to build lives of purpose. Those 4 words came alive in this house.
Yes, they did. Believe, belong, become, build. You know, when I think about 2025, I think about the people. Because how can you think about 2025 without thinking about the people? I'm thinking about the stories. I'm thinking about the faces, the families, those that God trusted us with. And in this year, 2025, He trusted us with more people than ever before. More first-time guests, more kids, more students. Simply put, just more opportunities to pastor people. Listen, we saw salvation after salvation, baptisms.
Come on.
We saw record number completions and pathway, people stepping into purpose. But as I said before, it's the stories that move me, the stories of life change and transformation. Folks finding hope, like finding community. That's a big deal. And in my opinion, I guess, in our opinion. That right there is the marker of a healthy church. And as you said earlier, it reflects the goodness of God in our church this year.
And when we look back at this year, we said it was limitless.
Come on now.
And listen, it certainly was, because every area took ground this year.
Yes.
Let's start with Becoming Kids. In Becoming Kids, we grew spiritually in incredible ways. They worshiped boldly, they learned scripture, and they connected with their leaders. I'm so grateful for what God is doing in Becoming Kids and the amazing Becoming Kids Dream Team.
Out to the Dream
And they
Team.
make it happen.
Yes, they do.
Every Sunday.
Every Sunday.
Let's also talk about Becoming Youth.
Hey.
This was a huge year for our students. They stepped up and grew in confidence and relationship with Jesus. Let's talk about Access Conference. Was a defining moment, a moment where God touched our students in powerful ways. And we cannot forget about the different ways Becoming Youth demonstrated the heart of our church through serving and outreach from Huntsville all the way to
Memphis 10. Come on now.
Various serve projects. And let's also talk about groups.
Love those
B
groups.
groups. This was an amazing year. We rebuilt our group's structure. We transitioned from belong groups to what is now called B groups. Groups with clearer purpose, stronger structure, and more intentional leadership. And because of that, people found community in deeper ways. Let's not forget outreach. And we lived out our city, our responsibility. We fed families. We supported schools. We partnered with organizations that are making a real impact here. And we didn't just talk about serving. We showed up for our city.
Yes, we did. And listen, those were some amazing moments, some moments that marked us. But I can think about some more. Think about Easter. We saw our highest attendance ever. But more importantly than that, 109 salvations in a single Sunday. Y'all better lose it in the chat right now. Come on now. Welcome Home Sunday was electric. Summer Voices, refreshing. Everybody killed it. And listen, one thing that I love was our TBC Thanksgiving food distribution. Listen, we got to serve hundreds of families. That's what it's about. And of course, our Dream Team nights. Hey, listen, if you missed it, you missed it. But those nights were huge, and they built our church and helped establish culture. So many moments that marked us.
I loved our Dream Team nights. And I also want to talk about Bricklayers offering. Every year, this offering accelerates the vision of the church. And every year, you respond with extravagant generosity. Because of you, we are expanding ministry. We are strengthening our outreach. We are supporting missional efforts, and we positioned our church for future opportunities. Thank you for believing in what God is building here.
I love it. You know, as we continue to kind of look at this year in review, I want to honor the people who carry this church. Our Dream Team, our staff. To our Dream Team, listen, we get it. The early call times, the late nights, but it's your consistency. It's your heart that you make ministry happen every single day, every single week. And to our staff, listen, we're grateful and thankful for your leadership, your planning, your creativity, your commitment to excellence. Listen, me and PK, we're grateful for each of you. You guys, you know this. We say this all the time. You don't go as far as a dream. You go as far as a team. And I'm thankful for our team.
Yes. And one of the moments this year that impacted me the most was our TBC Thanksgiving food distribution. Watching families walk away with hope and feeling the love of Jesus. Every interaction reminded me that this church doesn't just gather, but we go. We serve our city and we love people well.
Yeah, you know, for me, that moment was amazing, of course. And to add to that, I would just simply say simple conversations. You know, I remember having a conversation with the first time guest that said to me in the lobby, "I've never felt at home this fast." And that stuck with me because that's what we want. Right? TBC is a place where people don't just attend, but they belong. They're seen. You go all week being unseen. It's great to be able to step into a place and feel seen. You know, as we step into 2026, we're stepping in with bold faith.
Come on.
We're calling this year 2026 Faith for the Future. because we're believing for more people to meet Jesus, more families to build and find community, more leaders stepping up, more B groups launched, more opportunities and ways to serve our city. We're stepping into this year with expectation.
Church family, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for believing in this vision.
Yes.
Thank you for serving. Thank you for giving.
Yes.
Thank you for showing up with heart and faith. This church is special because of
Yes, it
you.
is. Listen, it really is true. And before we go, there is something we want to invite you to, something that's powerful. Listen, It's Pursuit Night. New Year's Eve edition.
Come on.
Little old school watch night. Kind of, not really. We're going to get you home by midnight. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Service starts at 7 p.m. Listen, we're stepping into 2026 with expectation, but not just expectation. We're moving from expectation to execution. That's a word for somebody right there. But listen, worship with us. We're excited. We're going to bring in 2026 full of faith, full of expectation. So meet us there, James Clemens High School, 6:30 p.m. Don't come alone. Don't be stingy. Bring somebody with you. And we'll be back for in-person services on Sunday, January 4th. And it's going to be good. We're kicking off a brand new collection called, you guessed it, Faith for the Future. So we're going to talk about it. But listen, I guess before we get out of here, there's only one more thing left to say. Happy New Year!